In this video, we discussed about this question here. Now, the question says let the function be defined by, which is f of x equal to negative 2x squared plus 12x minus 10. So this is the type of the question that you have been given. Now, the first question says express f of x in the form of f of x equal to negative a over negative a open bracket, then x minus b, then close bracket, then plus c, where a and b and c are real numbers to be defined. So when you have something like that, what do? First of all, I'll factor out negative 2. So when I'm factoring out negative 2, I meant that it is just the same as negative 2 there. Then you divide by what? Negative 2. That's the meaning there. Plus 12x, you divide by negative 2. That's the same as what we call factoring out. Negative 2 there, divide by negative 2. So that's the meaning there. Now, after you have done that, what's the next thing? The next thing, you say negative 2. Then you say this and that. What answer are you going to get? It will be positive x squared. Then when you divide negative 2 here into 12, it will give you negative 6x. Then negative 10 divided by 2, it will give you positive 5. So after you have done that, what's the next thing? The next move that you make, it will be negative 2 there, then open brackets like that. So what you do, you're going to say this part here, it will be what? It will be just x like that, right? Minus, so you will find the half of this. What's the half of that? It is 3. So that's a 3 there. Then you square like that. Then minus, you get the same half, which is negative 3 there. So I'll put negative 3 there. I'll square it, plus 5 like that. Then after you have reached at that point, what's the next thing that you do? You say negative 2 there, then x minus 3, then squared. Then what will happen to be negative there, right? Then what is negative 3 squared? It is 9 plus 5. So after you have reached at that point, let me continue from this side. After you have reached at that point, so what's the next thing that you do? It will be negative 2 like that. Then x minus 3 squared. Then negative 9 plus 5. What's the answer? You shall find the answer there to be negative 4 like that. So after doing that, what you have to be negative there, right, times this part here. So it will be negative 2x minus 3 x squared. Now what's the next? This part, negative 2 times negative 4. So to be positive what? 8. So after you have done that, this is what we call completing the what? The square. Now after you have done that, what's the next move? Now the next move, you get the one that you've been given here, which is here, this part, the one that you've been given, right? So in here now, what do you do when you have that? So when you have that now, this means that f of x equal to negative a, then x minus b, then squared. So this means that negative 2 equal to negative, or negative a equal to negative 2. So this is negative a equal to negative 2, meaning that your a is what? It is just 2, like that. Okay, how about your c? Oh, there's a plus c there, right? So how about the c? So to be c equal to what? To this part here, which is what? 8. But when it comes to here, what you're going to do, if you want, you can say negative x minus 3 equal to what? X minus b. So in this situation, meaning that this x and this x, they'll cancel, right? You have negative 3 equal to negative b. So this means that b is equal to what? 3. So you say, therefore, a equal to 2, then b equal to 3, then c equal to what? 8. Simple and straightforward. So that's how you answer this type of the question.